Hey, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at DAAD scholarship. So it's a master's scholarship for public policy and good governance. So here you can see the overview. You can see that it supports future leaders from developing countries. So first of all, we want to check the eligibility or eligible criteria. So go to the list of countries they're eligible to apply for this program. So as you can see here, there's list developed countries, there's low income countries, lower middle income countries. So if you're from Ghana, you're from Egypt, you're from India, you're from Nigeria, you're from Pakistan, you're from Ethiopia, you're very eligible to apply for this scholarship. So next, we want to look at the application form. So here, this is the DAAD application form. So you must fill this form before submitting your application. You can simply go here to download it, you save it in your documents, then you fill it. When you can see here, they ask lots of questions. Secondary school education, in as much as it's written in German, it's also written in English. Mailing address, your secondary school education, your university education. So the form is a 4-page document. You can simply fill it and save it. So let's look at the checklist. All your documents, what you're expected to have before submitting your application, what you're expected to submit your application with. So we see the DAAD application form, which we saw earlier. Then you have your letter of motivation. So they said addressing the selection criteria, maximum 2 pages long. So your letter of motivation must not be longer than 2 pages. So it's advisable if it's 1.5, 2, but don't submit a 1-page letter of motivation. So there's a CV. They said Europa CV. So for you to get an Europa CV, just go to a new blank page and just simply Google Europa CV. So you can see create your CV, your Europa CV here. It's very easy, so that you just put in your experiences. So here, create your Europa's profile. Once you click on it, it leads you to a page that you can create a new CV. So you just create your CV and you start putting in your details, your name, your other information, and like that until when you're done, it allows you to save. Or you can even import your already existing Europa CV from your library to edit it, or you simply start from beginning and create a CV format, your picture. If you want to know how an Europa CV look like, I will drop a link on the description box. So frequently asked questions, so it's better to look at this so that it might help you answer a question that you don't know you have already. So they're asking here, can I apply for a scholarship in this program? So you can see the answer is no. So you need to know the courses that are going to be offered by this program before you apply for this program. So here there's information about the master's courses. So these are the courses that you can only apply to. So you cannot just apply to any school or any course or any program. You need to be sure about the courses and what you're going to apply for. So this is a long list of different programs, the university, their location, where the first semester is held, where the second semester is held. So you can see here, development and governance at University of Duisburg, Essen. So it gives you general information about the university, their location here, public policy. So it's advisable for you to go, when you see the program, you go to the course in the university and look at their specific requirements. Some of them may require health at a particular school, some of them may require GMAT, some of them may require a separate letter of motivation. So it's very advisable to go through all the programs. And don't forget, you have a lot of time, because this program is for 2025 intake and not even 2024 intake. Then so let's go to, we are done with the overview. Let's see the application requirements here. So let's see, they say we should select country. Let's say we are from Nigeria. Select Nigeria and you select graduate courses. So we are looking at the application requirements now. Okay, so they say we should check current announcements for requirements. Okay, so these are the current requirements right now. So we can see different programs and what they expect. We can see for this, the first program, graduates from developing and emerging countries. So you're required to, with a well-qualified first university degree and above average grade, that's either your upper third or above, in social science and political science, law, economics, public administration, willing to actively contribute to social, political, economic development of their country or country/region, who have gained practical experience relevant for the program. That's if you're just a fresh graduate and you didn't do any internships or anything, this program is for you. But if you're a fresh graduate with, let's say, little experience, it can be as little as internship, you can apply for this program. So this is what the scholarship holders will receive. They said you receive €934 per month for master's courses at this German higher education, health insurance cover in Germany, travel allowance for travel between Germany and the respective developing and emerging country, a study and research grant. So you'll be allowed some money to help you, to enable you carry out your research. Then rent subsidies and family supplements. So from this, you can see that you can bring in your dependents, you can bring in your family, your wife, your husband, or your kids as applicable. Then you're also expected to take a German language course in Germany lasting up to 4 months. And they said this course intake is mandatory. So with this, the scholarship is going to pay for your course intake. So they said you're also going to pay €500 per month in the 4th semester, mandatory online semester in the student's country of origin and another developing country. This should be when you're carrying out your research program. So this is for all the documents you're going to submit. So they say please indicate clearly that you're applying for that scholarship master's program. So when you're applying to the university, you have to indicate that you're applying for that. Maybe there'll be a link of, are you going to apply for scholarship? When you say yes, they'll ask you, what scholarship are you going to apply for? So you just include that you're applying for the DAAD scholarship. So you should read the selection criteria carefully so that you're sure that your application will not be in vain. So you also complete the DAAD application form as discussed earlier. We said this already. So in DAAD, you're allowed to apply for more than one course. So they say if you're applying for 2 courses, you should rank the course in order of preference in your motivation letter. That is why your first choice of master's course is your choice and why your second choice is your second choice. So you tell them, why is your first choice your first choice? Why do you prefer it than your second choice? And what's your benefit of studying that first course? And then why is your second choice your second choice? For each choice of course, please provide clear reasons why you think it will advance you academically and professionally. You must submit the same letter of motivation for both courses you're applying. So here, it already states that you can, unless if you're applying for 2 courses, you can't apply for one course with a separate letter of motivation and apply for another course with another letter of motivation. So let's continue. Please submit the application form to the master's courses of your choice, along with required documents, scholarship, and this will also tell you that any document you're submitting to one, you should submit it to another one. It's not like you have a separate CV for one program and then you have another CV for the second program. No, both of them should be exactly the same thing. So they say the selection will be made this year, October, November. The committee comprises professors from participating master's courses and representatives of DAAD. So the next step, candidates that were proposed for scholarship are contacted by DAAD and asked to upload their full documents to the DAAD portal. So you're not going to upload anything, you're not going to submit anything directly to DAAD except to the school. The only time you will be allowed to submit to DAAD is when you have been nominated for the scholarship. So they said you should have copies of your application documents in PDF format, but you submit the original document only if you explicitly asked to do so by the master's courses. So you can submit the photocopy, but when asked for the original, please upload the original documents. So they said all applicants you will get your results by January 2025. So these are the importance of the selection criteria. So a conclusive account of your academic, professional, and personal motivation for the study endeavor in Germany and for choosing and prioritizing the master's course. So they say this motivation should state clearly and relate to the goals of the scholarship program. So you're advised to even do a lot of research on the scholarship program, then practical experience relevant to the program. It's not if you have experience in architecture, you're applying for engineering, so your experience should be in line with the course you're applying for. That's internships, political activities, and services to your community, such as volunteering for charities or NGOs. And then your degree result also, it should be 3rd class and above. So if you already have a master's degree, you can apply, but they say you must make a well-argued case as to why they should be funded for another postgraduate degree. That's if you already have a master's degree, why do you need another one? You need to explain to them, and not only why you need another master's degree, why it should be funded for you. And your last university degree should not date back more than 6 years. That's if you've graduated a very long time ago, you're not eligible for this. And if you spent, let's say you've traveled, you spent more than a year, more than 15 months in a country that was not listed in the countries that are eligible to apply, you're not also allowed to apply. Let's say you've gone to the UK or the US and you've been there for more than a year, you're not eligible to apply. So they said this is the requirements for language skills. It's depending on the program. Some program they want English proficiency results, some of them want 6 6.5, some want 7.5. So that's left for you to research on your own. The required application documents, we've looked at this before. The DAAD application form, the letter of motivation, CV, Europa CV that I've showed you how to create, full set of transcripts, so your transcript including an explanation of the grading system. So you tell them how you were graded in your school. Some people were graded by percentage, that's like 65%, 75%. Some people's total CGPA was 4.0, some people 5.0. So you explain that to them. And if your transcript or your result was not in English, let's say it was in Chinese or it was in French, you have to translate it to English or German. So your professional experience, we've talked about this. Proof of English language skills, we've spoken about this. A current written reference from your current employer or from a university lecturer, only if you're a student at present. So if you're not a student, please collect a reference from your employer, and if you are a student, you can collect from your university professor. So the application period for all 7 higher education institutions is from 1st June to 31st July. So you can see that the application period is just 2 months. So it's better to prepare your documents. You can write your motivation letter, start asking your referees for a reference letter and everything you want to do before 1st June, so that at the time the application opens, you'll be able to apply on time, so that you will not be confused. You can also look at the courses and see which one matches with what you want to do. So they've already told you to submit your application document to the master course of your choice and not to DAAD, as we earlier stated. So they say please note that your application may be rejected for formal reasons if any of your documents are illegal. Let's say they notice your English results is older than 2 years or 3 years, depends on what they accept. They can reject your documents for that. So only application including all required documents will be considered. So they have to check your application documents, are they complete, before they move it to the next stage of the application process. So this is this. They even listed the master's courses here. Social protection at this university, so you can check that out. Development and governance, public policy, peace and conflict, management of non-profit organization, development studies, governance for public policy. So I think that's just the basic requirements. So you have to go to the university's page first and see what they are saying, see their own requirements before applying for any program. With this, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you learned one or two, or you took something out of this. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channels for videos like this.